Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show today. I'd like to welcome Rick Garcia, the founder and COO of G12 Communications. G12 Communications is a cloud-based provider of next-generation IP communication services. Rick has a tremendous track record as an entrepreneur, and I'm excited to welcome him to the Top Gun Show to discuss G12 Communications. Rick, welcome to the Top Gun Show.
Awesome. Thanks, Steve. Thanks for having me.
I'm excited to have you on the show, man. You've got a great career, great background, and I'm excited about G12. Why don't you talk a little bit about who G12 Communications is and what services you offer and to whom?
Yeah, for sure. So, we started in 2011. So we were guys that rolled out of a company called 360 Networks, and we sold that to Zayo. The only reason I ever mentioned that is because we built this massive wholesale CLEC, and all the carriers out there, the UCAS guys and some of the CCAS guys out there were our customers. And so that's part of kind of our story, because we understood what was out there, how customers were being served. And we thought, we could do something here. We could create this enterprise level voice service provider, after the sale of 360 Networks to Zayo.
Amazing. That's pretty cool. So it's kind of a crowded field. What unmet need in the marketplace did you see back then that led to the creation of G12 Communications?
It's interesting. And I'll tell you what, the unmet need hasn't changed at all. We ask partner after partner, what is it that we do that's different than other providers? And I'll tell you the unmet need, and we're certainly this from a service provider perspective, we do the UCAS and the CCAS, and we have a great lineup of Teams products. In fact, our Teams product has been the growth engine for a lot of the services we offer. But what I'll say is that the unmet need is really service delivery and support. I mean, it seems really basic, Steve, but top-notch service delivery, meaning we put dedicated teams on every single install. It's not an email link that gets sent and how you configure an auto attendant or a call queue, right? It's a dedicated team that does every single build for customers. So really, it's that service delivery and phenomenal support after the sale. And I think those things continue to be something that customers appreciate.
Yeah, that never gets stale. But a lot of people claim they have that though. We have white glove concierge service, but you've built. What I'm understanding is you built your whole value prop around that, right?
Yeah, 100%. And everybody does claim it. I love seeing some of the support, adjectives out there, amazing support, phenomenal support, unbelievable support, right? But at the end of the day, when you look at stats and you look at, let's say, something out of our ticketing system, if we looked at this and we said, hey, anytime a customer calls G12 or emails G12, it's an engineer that's responding to them. I've got a large group in the engineering department, and they are our support team. There is not an upfront customer service group, for example, right? They're people that are handling the call and turning a call around or turning an email ticket around in 7 minutes or less, to be honest, from a statistics perspective, 7 minutes or less from a response time, and then 44 minutes time to resolution, total time to resolution. So in our industry, Steve, it's probably unrivaled in our industry.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Talk a little bit about the kinds of verticals that where you're winning the most right now. Are there certain verticals that you're doing a great job in? Are there sizes of customers or locations of customers? What's your sweet spot?
I'll tell you, we tend to support the little larger organization. When I say larger organization, 50 to 2,000. That small enterprise in there seems to be something that we've created a bit of a niche in, or a niche in, right? We've done a lot of healthcare recently. We're a HIPAA compliant organization, so lots and lots of healthcare. And we find that when we're delivering services to these larger organizations, they need a full stack provider. And when I say full stack, I'm just saying SIP trunking to contact center, UCAS, and Teams, right? They need this full stack provider because there's elements that aren't always included in a UCAS solution that need to be addressed with other solutions. So when they come to us, it's because we can address the account as a whole.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's fantastic. Are you on the Broadsoft platform, or do you have your own, or what?
No, we operate a NetSapiens platform. They've been fantastic to work with. I mean, when we started in 2011, we evaluated everything. We evaluated Metaswitch, we evaluated Broadsoft, and then we ended up jumping onto the NetSapiens bandwagon. Pretty happy we did.
That's great. That's great. That's a differentiator because I think 80% of the UCaaS providers are on Broadsoft. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's kind of a good thing. Well, hey, I read where you recently announced your new partner portal. What's that all about?
Yeah. So as we scale the organization to a nationwide organization, and we look to work with partners everywhere, we needed a consolidated area where we could pull all the information we have, whether it's PDFs or data sheets or decks for customers, email content to share with a customer base. All those different components needed to be aggregated into a portal. So we launched our partner portal, and we're so excited because all the information is there. It helps our partners and customers, quite frankly, because there's so many different features, like sending a specific a web page out that has all the content that you want to share with a particular client included in there, right? And then you can see when that client accesses this information that's probably vital to their technology decision. Right. So there's a lot of nice components built into this partner portal. It's not just a place where you grab information. I'm talking, customer testimonials and all, like I said, all the data sheets. There's just so much content in there. Obviously, tests for certification. So if you want to know how to sell G12 and support G12, there's certainly a lot of different courses included in there to act upon.
Nice, love it. Well, congratulations. Well, Rick, I know you're a big fan of the Top Gun Show, and I know there are millions and millions of people watching you right now. Why don't you tell the viewers a fun little known fact about yourself?
Oh, I was wondering if I was going to get this question because I've seen the show, so I'm a huge fan. So it's exciting. Boy, there's a couple of different things I could mention, but one that's a bit fun, I think, is I think I'm expert level. I have an expert level knowledge when it comes to women's handbags and shoes, designer handbags and shoes. I've been put through an intensive 5-year course with my fiance, and I think I could get a master's in it, but she's simply telling me that I'm majoring in handbags and shoes at this point. So not quite there yet, but I'm working up to it.
Now, okay, you open the door here. Do you go pick them out for her, or do you just let her buy whatever she wants? I mean, why are you a master in this?
It's interesting. The last handbag that we purchased, it was she bought a new pair of boots, and she had this new pair of boots, and I'm like, I get, obviously because I help shop, I get all the emails. I'm like, I've got the perfect bag for those boots. It's a bit embarrassing to actually say that, but I'm the one that said I've got a perfect handbag for those boots. And so I sent her the email, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, you're right. This is great. Let's go get this bag."
Now, I'm not trying to elaborate here, but these questions just pop into my mind. So it's just like within the privacy of your own home, or when you go out to dinner and you see a lady with boots and a handbag, do you judge her and go, "Hey, those do not match"? I mean,
oh, that's a slippery slope, my man. That's a slippery slope. But but yes, you do. It's interesting because you'll walk next to if I'm walking with my fiance somewhere, and you will actually see women that are well put together with nice stuff on, nice boots, nice bags, and you look at this and you go, "Hey, that's a nice outfit. She did a nice job there," And so it's some little thing that I don't know if I had it or she basically imposed her will on me, and now I'm just like sucked into it. I'm not quite sure, but that's what happened.
well, that's got to be one of the most unique answers I've had in over 450 interviews.
I figured it was a bit quirky, and I was like, "Oh boy, if I get this question, that might be the one to bring up." But
I love it.
I preferred some sort of I'm a pilot kind of a thing, but that's not really fun and interesting. It's I think the women's shoes and handbag is pretty fun.
I love it. It's memorable. Rick, thanks for being a guest on the show today. I really appreciate it.
Steve, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Take care.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everybody.